Next news. Breaking news from the White House.
I'm Gary Franchi reporting from the White House on this Good Friday. And folks, what I'm about to show you could be the biggest campaign finance scandal in American history. ActBlue, the Democrats' money machine, just got caught. That's right, their own lawyers warned them they may have lied to Congress, and now President Trump is sending in the DOJ. Now, here's why this matters to you. Every single election you voted in for the last 20 years may have been corrupted by foreign money. We're not talking thousands, we're talking potentially tens of millions of dollars flooding into Democrat campaigns from people who have no right to influence American elections. Your vote, your voice, potentially drowned out by foreign cash. ActBlue has funneled over $16 billion to Democrats since 2004, from presidential races down to the school board. And now we're learning their so-called security screening, it may have been a complete sham. Apple Pay, PayPal, Venmo, no passport checks, no citizenship verification. Just send the money and hope nobody notices. Well, somebody noticed it finally. And you know, when I see corruption at this scale, it reminds me why protecting your own health and independence matters more than ever. $16 billion funneled with zero verification. When the system's this corrupt, the only person you can count on is yourself. That's why I take C60 Evo. This Nobel Prize-winning molecule made lab animals live 90% longer. My brain fog gone, joint pain eliminated. My energy feels 20 years younger. It's 172 times more powerful than vitamin C, made by Chris Buras in his Houston facility, and the results speak for themselves. The establishment is coming after everything we hold dear. Taking care of yourself is not optional. It's essential. Visit c60evo.com/NNN. Use code NNN for exclusive savings. Don't wait. Take action today. Now let's get back to the bombshell, because what ActBlue's own lawyers revealed is absolutely stunning. Happening right now, multiple sources confirming the same explosive story. ActBlue's CEO may have committed perjury. Their own law firm is distancing themselves, and President Trump just ordered an investigation. I'm going to show you exactly what's unfolding, starting with this clip and explain just how deep it goes. Now, it features Congressman Chip Roy. And here's what's fascinating. Someone leaked this to the New York Times, either someone at ActBlue or someone at their own law firm, Covington and Burling. Why would a law firm expose their own client? Now, watch what Congressman Roy says about that.
Going on to write that another memo warned it can be alleged that ActBlue accepted and or facilitated the acceptance of foreign national contributions into American elections. All right. Now, there are no specific illegal contributions mentioned in this report, but it should be noted that the House has been investigating this for years. The last time the Trump administration ordered an investigation to ActBlue for this very allegation, we didn't learn much. But we did reach out to Covington for a statement, and they told us that they have complete confidence in the legal advice that their lawyers provided to ActBlue. And ActBlue tells us what its chief exec said in the letter was accurate, and it works to comply with all FEC laws related appropriately to screening for foreign contributions. Here with his take is Texas Congressman Chip Roy. Congressman, that was a lot. But there's something that really jumps out at me here with this ActBlue story. Someone leaked this to the New York Times. And it's either someone at ActBlue, or who knew what ActBlue was doing or allegedly doing, or someone at Covington and Burling who was very uncomfortable, because then they could be linked to this, correct? So if it's someone, and again, a law firm doing this would be horrific for the law firm. Something here is very, very fishy, beyond just the substance of this report itself.
Laura, good to be on this evening. I'd be shocked to hear that ActBlue is taking funds from overseas, right? The fact here is the fact that Covington, their statement was pretty interesting to me, right? To say that basically they were saying, like, our legal advice was good. That's another way as lawyers of saying we were telling them what they needed to hear, which is you need to be mindful of the fact that, you as our client may well have perjured yourself or certainly misled or otherwise lied to Congress. That's that's a big deal that Covington would say that. And now they're basically publicly saying, look, our legal counsel was good here. I don't know who leaked it. I don't know what was behind it. But what we've known for a long time is that this organized network of leftists and Marxists, ActBlue is obviously a part of that whole operation. They're in, coordination to undermine our entire way of life, right? It's all connected to the Wren Collective, to Soros, to Arabella, and you got ActBlue. They're taking money from all quarters.
China.
We've had
China,
absolutely.
Iran. I mean, the list.
100%.
And this is the party, by the way, of Russian interference. All they did was claim that, Trump is a puppet of Putin, all this stuff. But the finger is always pointed back at them.
Well, and I love how they say, just 1% might be coming from something that are, overseas or whatever. And we document all that. Don't worry, we take care of it. We use the passport data. First of all, certainly looks like that's not the case. But 1% of their money is still something like $38 or $40 million. If you just do the basic math. And I don't accept or believe that it's just 1%. We need to have aggressive oversight on this. This is an interesting leak and information that I'm quite sure, oversight, Jamie Comer and others in the House are going to go look at. But we need to expose this and everything else, which, by the way, ties back to the Department of Justice. And by the way, you did a beautiful job of introducing Pam's great work, but how, the coach sometimes needs to say, look, I need a new quarterback here to get this done.
Did you catch what Congressman Royce said? Covington's statement was basically lawyer speak for we warned them. When a law firm says our legal advice was good, that's them covering themselves because their client may have perjured themselves. The law firm is running for the exit, folks, because they know exactly what's coming. But it does get worse, because now we know why President Trump ordered this investigation. What I'm about to show you next breaks down exactly what President Trump is doing about this. The White House isn't just asking questions anymore. They are directing the Attorney General to launch a full investigation. And Democrats, they're calling it a dangerous abuse of power. Now watch how they spin this.
Meanwhile, President Trump is directing the Justice Department to investigate ActBlue. This is a Democratic donation platform, and the focus as the allegations about illegal straw donors and foreign contributions. Mark Meredith is live in Washington with more. This has been brewing for a while, Mark. What do we need to know?
Dana, for years, you're right about this, but this is a big development. The White House is directing the Attorney General to investigate the Democratic Party's top fundraising platform. It's called ActBlue, and the president says he wants to know if foreign money is being donated to the group and then utilized to sway elections. Democrats are calling this probe a dangerous abuse of power. ActBlue is an enormous operation in Democratic politics. It's raised more than $16 billion since 2004. You may have seen the text pop up from candidates saying, please donate, go to the ActBlue website. Republicans use something similar called Win Red. There was a new memo signed on Thursday directing the Attorney General to investigate if foreign nationals are using the ActBlue platform to bypass campaign finance laws. Trump wants a report out in 6 months.
$16 billion raised since 2004, and Democrats have the nerve to call investigating potential foreign interference on abuse of power. The president wants a report in 6 months, right before the midterms, and the timing could not be more perfect or more necessary. And now, the nail in the coffin. Listen to what ActBlue's own former lawyers actually discovered. This final clip is where it all comes together. ActBlue's CEO claimed they had multi-layered screening, but their own lawyers said that was, well, let's just say, not entirely accurate. Watch.
Microscope again. A new report from the New York Times raising questions about whether its CEO misled Congress. And now the group could face investigations, midterms only months away. Connor Hansen's got more on this. What you find out from Washington. Connor, good morning.
Hi, Bill. Good morning. This could have major implications for Democrats heading into the midterms. One of ActBlue's own former lawyers reportedly suggested this could lead to a criminal investigation. ActBlue has facilitated billions in donations for Democrats, ranging from presidential nominees to local school board candidates. A report in the New York Times cited a 2023 letter from its CEO, Regina Wallace-Jones, to GOP investigators, claiming ActBlue used multi-layered screening to root out foreign donations, which are illegal under federal law. The problem? ActBlue's former lawyers told her some of those steps weren't always followed, and that presented a substantial risk if she was found to have misled Congress.
We started looking into it. We determined that ActBlue had had really pulled back on some of the security measures on their website, which would have enabled foreign actors to inject contributions under the name of other people.
ActBlue sent us a statement saying Wallace Jones never made false statements, adding non-U.S. citizens have not and never will be permitted to make political contributions on our platform. Every contribution made through ActBlue goes through a fraud review. Its former law firm, Covington & Burling, stands by what it said, writing, quote, "We have complete confidence in the legal advice of our lawyers provided to ActBlue." Now, according to the Times, the law firm's memo said some donors paid through platforms like Apple Pay, PayPal, or Venmo and were not asked for any verification like a passport number to prove they were U.S. citizens. Bill?
Okay.
There it is. Their own lawyers said ActBlue pulled back on security measures that would have stopped foreign actors from injecting money under other people's names. Apple Pay, PayPal, Venmo, no passport verification whatsoever. And ActBlue's response, every contribution goes through fraud review. Really? What fraud review? See, folks, when you put all of this together, the picture becomes clear. And I'm going to connect all the dots for you. ActBlue's CEO told Congress they had multi-layered screening. Their own lawyers warned her that was misleading. That's potential perjury. They accepted payments through Apple Pay, PayPal, and Venmo with zero citizenship verification. Their law firm is now publicly distancing themselves, which lawyers never do unless they know their client is in serious legal jeopardy. Now President Trump has ordered the DOJ to investigate. It's not speculation anymore. This is a $16 billion operation that may have been funneling foreign money into American elections for decades, and they just got caught. This is exactly why we do what we do here at the Next News Network. See, the mainstream media buried this story for years. It took President Trump returning to this White House to finally hold these people accountable. The Democrats' money machine is exposed, their lawyers are running for cover, and justice is finally coming. So share this video with everybody you know. They need to see what the establishment tried to hide, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell so you never miss a breaking story. And remember, stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay free. I'm Gary Franchi, just outside the White House where it's all breaking, and that is your Next News.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.